Welcome back, everyone! In this part of our journey, Ben and I are going to dive deeper into how our morning routines can impact our overall well-being.
That's right! We've talked about the basics, but now let's explore how our routines can affect our mood, productivity, and even our relationships.
Absolutely! I've noticed that when I stick to my morning routine, I feel more focused and energized throughout the day. It's like setting a positive tone right from the start.
I can relate to that. On days when I skip my routine or rush through it, I often feel scattered and less productive. It's almost like I'm playing catch-up all day.
Exactly. It's amazing how just a little bit of structure in the morning can create a ripple effect for the rest of the day. Have you ever thought about how your routine affects your mood?
Definitely. I've noticed that when I take time for myself in the morning, whether it's through meditation, stretching, or just enjoying my coffee, I feel more calm and ready to face whatever comes my way.
That's a great point. It's like giving yourself a moment to breathe before diving into the chaos of the day. I find that when I skip that time, I'm more reactive and less patient.
Right. And it's not just about productivity. It's also about how we interact with others. If I start my day feeling rushed or stressed, I'm more likely to snap at someone or feel overwhelmed by small things.
Exactly. Our mood can really influence our relationships. When we take care of ourselves in the morning, we're better equipped to handle challenges and communicate effectively with others.
Have you ever tried incorporating any mindfulness practices into your morning routine?
Yes, I've been experimenting with mindfulness medication. Just a few minutes of focused breathing helps me clear my mind and set a positive intention for the day.
I've heard a lot about mindfulness, but I've never really tried it. Do you think it's hard to get started?
It can feel a bit challenging at first, especially if you're not used to sitting in silence. But there are plenty of apps and guided meditations that can help you ease into it. The key is to start small, just a few minutes each day.
That sounds manageable. I think I'll give it a shot. I could use a little more calm in my mornings.
Definitely. And remember, it's not about being perfect. Some days will be easier than others, and that's okay. The important thing is to keep showing up for yourself.
Speaking of showing up, do you think it's important to have a consistent wake-up time?
I do. Having a regular wake-up time helps regulate your body's internal clock, which can improve your sleep quality and overall energy levels. It's like training your body to know when it's time to rise and shine.
I've noticed that when I wake up at the same time every day, I feel more alert. But on weekends, I tend to sleep in, and then it's hard to get back on track during the week.
That's a common struggle. It's okay to enjoy a little extra sleep on the weekends, but if you find it's affecting your weekdays, you might want to try limiting how late you sleep in.
That's a good idea. Maybe I'll set a limit for myself on weekends, like waking up no later than 8:30. That way, I can still enjoy some extra rest without completely throwing off my routine.
That sounds like a solid plan. And if you do sleep in, just try to get back to your regular schedule as soon as possible. It can help minimize that groggy feeling on Monday mornings.
Do you have any other tips for staying consistent with your routine, especially when life gets busy?
One thing that helps me is to prepare the night before. I'll lay out my clothes, prep my breakfast, and even write down my to-do list for the next day. It makes the morning feel less hectic.
That's smart. I usually wake up and scramble to find something to wear or figure out what to eat. I can see how preparing the night before would save time and reduce stress.
Exactly. It's all about creating a smoother transition into your day. Plus, it gives you a little extra time in the morning to enjoy your routine.
Do you ever find that your routine changes when you travel?
Definitely. Traveling can throw off my routine, but I try to maintain some elements of it, like waking up at a similar time and doing a short meditation or stretching, even if it's just for a few minutes.
That's a good approach. I often find it hard to stick to my routine when I'm away from home. I think I'll try to keep some of my habits, even if they're shorter or simpler.
That's the key. It's about adapting your routine to fit your circumstances. Even small actions can help you feel grounded, no matter where you are.
Do you have any favorite travel-friendly routines or activities?
I love to take a few moments to enjoy my coffee or tea while looking out at the view. It's a nice way to start the day, and it helps me feel connected to my surroundings.
That sounds lovely. I usually rush to get out the door when I travel, but I think I'll try to slow down a bit and appreciate the moment.
Absolutely. Travel can be hectic, but it's also an opportunity to experience new things. Embracing those moments can make your trip even more enjoyable.
Before we wrap up, do you have any final thoughts or tips for our listeners?
Sure. Remember that your morning routine is personal to you. It should reflect your needs and preferences. Don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. It's okay if things don't go perfectly every day.
Great advice, Anna. I think we all need that reminder sometimes. Thanks for sharing your insights today.
Thank you, Ben. I always enjoy our conversations. And to our listeners, we hope you found some inspiration to create or improve your morning routine.
Join us next time for more discussions on everyday topics that can help you in your English learning journey. Until then, take care.
See you next time on Real English Talks.
Wait, before we go, let's talk about some common challenges people face when trying to establish a morning routine.
Good idea. One challenge I hear a lot is the struggle to wake up early. Many people find it hard to get out of bed, especially if they didn't sleep well the night before.
That's true. I think a lot of it comes down to how late we go to bed. If we're staying up too late, it's no wonder we struggle to wake up early.
Exactly. It's important to prioritize sleep. If you know you need to wake up early, try to go to bed earlier. It's all about finding that balance.
Another challenge is motivation. Some days, it's just hard to feel motivated to stick to a routine, especially if you're feeling tired or overwhelmed.
That's a real struggle. On those days, I try to remind myself of the benefits of my routine. I think about how good I feel after I've completed my morning activities, and that helps motivate me to get started.
That's a great strategy. Maybe creating a visual reminder, like a vision board or a list of reasons why your routine is important, could help too.
Absolutely. Visual cues can be powerful. They serve as a reminder of your goals and the positive feelings associated with your routine.
Another common issue is distractions. Whether it's social media, emails, or even family members, distractions can easily derail your morning routine.
That's why I think it's important to set boundaries. If you can, try to create a distraction-free zone in the morning. Let others know that you need some time for yourself.
That's a good point. Communicating your needs can help others understand and respect your morning time.
And if you do get distracted, don't be too hard on yourself. Just gently guide yourself back to your routine. It's all part of the process.
Exactly. It's about progress, not perfection. And if you have a day where things don't go as planned, just remember that tomorrow is a new opportunity to try again.
Well said, Ben. I think we've covered a lot of ground today. I hope our listeners feel inspired to take charge of their mornings and create a routine that works for them.
Me too. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We can't wait to hear about your morning routines and any tips you have to share.
Until next time, take care and happy morning routine building.
See you soon on Real English Talks.
Before we wrap up, let's talk about some common challenges people face when trying to establish a morning routine.
Good idea. One challenge I hear a lot is the struggle to wake up early. Many people find it hard to get out of bed, especially if they didn't sleep well the night before.
Absolutely. One of the first strategies I recommend is to identify your why. Why do you want to establish a morning routine? Understanding your motivation can help you stay committed.
That's a great point. For me, my why is about feeling more organized and less stressed. I want to start my day with intention rather than chaos.
Exactly. When you have a clear reason, it's easier to push through those mornings when you might not feel like getting out of bed. What about you, listeners? Take a moment to think about your own why.
Once you've identified your motivation, the next step is to set realistic goals. It's important to start small and gradually build up your routine.
Right. If you try to overhaul your entire morning all at once, it can feel overwhelming. Instead, pick 1 or 2 small changes to implement first. For example, if you want to start meditating, begin with just 5 minutes a day.
That's a manageable approach. I think a lot of people get discouraged when they set big goals and then struggle to meet them. Starting small can lead to bigger changes over time.
Exactly. And as you become more comfortable with your new habits, you can gradually add more elements to your routine. It's all about progress, not perfection.
Another effective strategy is to create a morning playlist. Music can be a powerful motivator and can help set the mood for your day.
I love that idea. I have a playlist of upbeat songs that I listen to while I get ready. It energizes me and puts me in a good mood.
Do you have any favorite songs on your playlist?
Definitely. I love songs that have a positive message or an upbeat tempo. For example, Happy by Pharrell Williams is a great one. It always makes me smile.
That's a classic. I think I'll create my own morning playlist. It could really help me feel more motivated to start my day.
Absolutely. And don't forget to include songs that resonate with you personally. Music is such a personal experience, and what works for one person might not work for another.
Speaking of personal experiences, do you have any specific rituals that you do every morning?
Yes, one of my favorite rituals is to enjoy a cup of herbal tea while I sit by the window and watch the world wake up. It's a peaceful moment that helps me feel grounded.
That sounds lovely. I usually rush through my breakfast, but I think I'd enjoy taking a moment to savor my food and drink.
Exactly. Mindful eating can be a great way to start the day. Instead of multitasking, focus on the flavors and textures of your food. It can make breakfast feel more satisfying.
I'll definitely try that. Another ritual I've been considering is journaling. I've heard it can be a great way to clear your mind and set intentions for the day.
Journaling is a fantastic practice. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can write about your thoughts, feelings, or even just a few things you're grateful for. It's a way to reflect and gain clarity.
Do you have a specific journaling method you follow?
I usually start with a few lines about how I'm feeling that day, followed by 3 things I'm grateful for. Sometimes I'll also jot down my goals for the day. It helps me focus on what's important.
That sounds simple yet effective. I think I'll give it a try. It might help me feel more organized and centered.
Definitely. And remember, there's no right or wrong way to journal. It's all about finding what works for you.
Another strategy I've found helpful is to limit distractions in the morning. For example, I try to avoid checking my phone until I've completed my morning routine.
That's a great idea. Distractions can easily derail your focus. Setting boundaries around technology can help you stay present and engaged in your routine.
Exactly. I think it's important to create a morning environment that supports your goals. If you find that certain things distract you, try to minimize them.
Speaking of environment, do you have any tips for creating a calming morning space?
Yes, I like to keep my space tidy and organized. A clutter-free environment can help reduce stress and make it easier to focus on your routine.
That's a great point. You could also add elements that bring you joy, like plants, candles, or artwork. Creating a space that feels good to you can enhance your morning experience.
I love that idea. I think I'll add a few plants to my space. They can really brighten up a room and improve the atmosphere.
Absolutely. And don't forget about the power of natural light. Opening your curtains or blinds in the morning can help you feel more awake and energized.
That's true. I often forget to let in natural light. It's such a simple change that can make a big difference.
Exactly. And if you can, try to spend a few minutes outside in the morning. Fresh air and sunlight can do wonders for your mood.
I'll have to make that a priority. I think I spend too much time indoors, especially in the mornings.
Getting outside, even for a short walk, can help clear your mind and boost your energy levels. It's a great way to start the day on a positive note.
Do you have any other tips for staying motivated to stick to your routine?
One thing that helps me is to track my progress. I like to keep a simple checklist of my morning activities. It feels rewarding to check things off as I complete them.
That's a great idea. I think I'll create a checklist too. It could help me stay accountable and motivated.
Exactly. And if you miss a day, don't be too hard on yourself. Just get back on track the next day. It's all part of the process.
Another thing I found helpful is to have a buddy system. If you have a friend or family member who's also trying to establish a morning routine, you can support each other.
That's a fantastic idea. Having someone to share your goals with can provide accountability and encouragement. Plus, it's fun to share your progress and celebrate each other's successes.
Exactly. I think I'll reach out to a friend and see if they want to join me in creating a morning routine together.
That sounds like a great plan. And remember, it's important to be flexible. Life can be unpredictable, and some days will be easier than others.
That's true. I think the key is to find a balance between consistency and flexibility. It's okay to adapt your routine as needed.
Absolutely. And as you continue to refine your routine, don't forget to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Every step counts.
Before we wrap up, let's talk about some common challenges people face when trying to establish a morning routine.
Good idea. One challenge I hear a lot is the struggle to wake up early. Many people find it hard to get out of bed, especially if they didn't sleep well the night before.
That's true. I think a lot of it comes down to how late we go to bed. If we're staying up too late, it's no wonder we struggle to wake up early.
Exactly. It's important to prioritize sleep. If you know you need to wake up early, try to go to bed earlier. It's all about finding that balance.
Another challenge is motivation. Some days, it's just hard to feel motivated to stick to a routine, especially if you're feeling tired or overwhelmed.
That's a real struggle. On those days, I try to remind myself of the benefits of my routine. I think about how good I feel after I've completed my morning activities, and that helps motivate me to get started.
That's a great strategy. Maybe creating a visual reminder, like a vision board or a list of reasons why your routine is important, could help too.
Absolutely. Visual cues can be powerful. They serve as a reminder of your goals and the positive feelings associated with your routine.
Another common issue is distractions. Whether it's social media, emails, or even family members, distractions can easily derail your morning routine.
That's why I think it's important to set boundaries. If you can, try to create a distraction-free zone in the morning. Let others know that you need some time for yourself.
That's a good point. Communicating your needs can help others understand and respect your morning time.
And if you do get distracted, don't be too hard on yourself. Just gently guide yourself back to your routine. It's all part of the process.
Well said, Anna. I think we've covered a lot of ground today. I hope our listeners feel inspired to take charge of their mornings and create a routine that works for them.
Me too. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We can't wait to hear about your morning routines and any tips you have to share.
Until next time, take care and happy morning routine building.
See you soon on Real English Talks.